Are you excited?
I'm pretty excited. This is cool. We're on our way to pick up alfalfa grass mix bales for what, Mama?
Yeah!
For our
Freya.
goats. Oh, for Freya. Yeah, it's her new bedding.
Turn left onto East Main Street.
So yeah, we're going to be getting our goats this week. What
Our
kind
bucks.
of goats? Our bucks. What kind of
They are Nigerian dwarf. Dwarf Nigerian. However you say that. Is it Main Street? I can't even tell because
There's no sign, but it tells you to turn.
it
right
says right here. No damn signs either. So then after this, we have to go to Walmart, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Lowe's. So Walmart, then Lowe's. Then on our way back in, we need
Turn
to
right. Then the destination is on your right.
go to... Oh, right here.
Arrived.
And who's putting us this tiny coffee thing?
Good day, you guys. I figured I would make a video and let you guys know what we're doing today. We spent all day, literally all day in town yesterday. It's about almost a two hour drive to the bigger town in our area, going opposite direction, going to Vernal. Yet instead of Provo is about 2 hours. We went to Vernal to get some alfalfa and some minerals and some salts and things like that for our Nigerian male goats that we're getting. They're getting two goats, and Chris will talk more about them on the channel. You went to Basin Homestead. That's the channel where we'll be going more into detail on what we're doing as in building. Hold on a minute. Going into more detail on what we're doing, what we're building, why we're building it this way. I know when I started this channel, you guys, that I was in a house, 3-level house, and we were in the city, and I know a lot of women I picked up along the way are basically typical living in the city in a house. I do have a few homesteaders on here, which I'm grateful for because you guys have helped me with a lot of things. Tips on canning, learning to can, on top of watching a large amount of YouTube videos. One thing that YouTube is good for is educating and teaching and sharing our journeys with. So there's the positive and the negative that comes with everything. There is the evil side of YouTube, which I've come across, and why I try to limit is in the background. I can't really limit it when I'm talking to you guys on showing my children's faces, and reasons why I don't show my children's faces, and why I have a members channel where I feel more comfortable sharing more personal things and sharing funny things that me and my kids are up to, and just having fun on that channel. My main reason is I was finding my videos being saved to files here on YouTube, like video files of just nasty things. It's nothing to do with the haters. I could really care less about them. It's how my videos were being saved, and like boys playing in water, and there would be a whole bunch of videos from other YouTubing families of their boys playing in like the sprinkler or going swimming or things like that, or babies in diapers. Just disgusting files. Now having the members channel, I can limit that. I can see who's paying. I can see and deal with things like that, which I haven't had any problems like that. I've had no videos saved to disgusting files like that here on YouTube. But another reason is sharing the channel, well, going back, not another reason for that, but going back to having the other channel, is a lot of people don't understand this lifestyle. They don't live this lifestyle. Before we moved out here, and it was my idea, I wanted to live off grid. I watched so many off-grading channels, so many off-grid channels. One was Doug and Stacy. They got me educated a lot on kind of ideas on what to do and how they did it. They live in a very I want to say like lucky area is an easy word, because they live close to the Amish people and stuff like that, where they can get things in bulk and they can get help. And I think it's just more easier having like-minded communities to get started. For me, I watched a ton of videos and I was like, this is something I want to start with my family, to get my kids to be more self-sufficient, to get myself more self-sufficient. Not because we're preparing for the zombie apocalypse or anything like that. I do joke around about that, but when we lived in the city, there were days that our water got shut off out of nowhere. Just our water gone. Like, what the heck? Power gone, taken out by a light pole. Who knows? I don't even know sometimes why the power got shut off. But there's a couple times Chris forgot to pay the bill. That happened, and I was like, Chris, dude, bro, pay the bill. And he'd get on the phone, and the power would be on like an hour. But that's besides the point. So that is one big reason, is being more self-sufficient. Out here, we don't have to worry about anybody shutting off our well water. It's our water. We have the rights. We have to own the water rights. So we have our own water, and we can collect rainwater out here. You have to check, if you're thinking about moving off grid, you have to look to see, are you allowed to collect rainwater? Are you allowed to do this or that or this? There's different rules, which I think is absolutely stupid. I think it's ridiculous how we the people are controlled. If we buy land, we should be able to do what we want on our land. We should build how we want on our land. If somebody's stupid and they build unsafe on their land, that's a them problem, as long as it's not affecting anybody else. So if somebody builds a house on their land and it falls down and it like crushes them, it's not going to crush your neighbor, it's going to crush you. So I think there's certain things like that that irk me with how controlled, but taking more control what we are able to control, if that makes any sense. So we'll be able to have control of our water. As for power, right now we're still hooking up solar, and we got this really cool battery bank sent to us. I think it was sent out from the UK. Pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure, but anyways, this battery bank is so big, you guys, it can run our entire cabin. We'll talk more about that. I'll have Chris explain that, because I'm not good with words in general, let alone things like that. So being in control of our power right now, we rely a lot on fuel because of the gray days and because we don't have enough solar set up, which we will once we get into the cabin. And we have two separate areas, as in this RV, and the cabin will be ran completely off of solar in the wood burning stove. As in the RV right now, we use a lot of the generator, which is gas, which we rely on, gas from in town. But we do run it off solar. But like today, it's really gray outside. It's the middle of the day and it's dark in here. Like I have a light right here to try to brighten it up in here. I don't want to show them the lights. I'll do off the trailer. It's not that dark, but video in it's pretty dark. It's gray, so we're not getting good solar. So on gray days, we're not going to get good solar. So we rely on the generator. But with this battery that was sent out to us, I'm super excited. I'm burping. I know. I ate a croissant and jacks me up. Anyways, with this battery that was sent to us, it can run this trailer. So I'm excited to learn about that. And Chris will go more over this battery. But I'm talking about being like self-sufficient, and the stages that we're at right now, we're not completely self-sufficient. We're only a little over a year off grid, and we're still learning. It's not an overnight process, and it's more than I think this is the hardest lifestyle, besides if you were like homeless and living on the street or whatever. That would be horrible and hard because you don't have any means at all. But this lifestyle, as many choose to be off grid, it's a different way of learning, and it's a different mindset, and you have to have goals, which our goals are to be more self-sufficient. And not only that, but teaching our boys how to build from the ground up. We bought dirt, and we're teaching them to build from the ground up. So like Fisher, he's watched Chris build that entire cabin out there. The other boys, not so much. They're younger, and their mindsets they're still little boys. So they go and they help here and there, but they're still little. Like, let them wonder. But as they get older, they'll watch us build more and more and more things. Like we have more cabins and more structures to build, and we're just basically a one-man crew with Fisher. So like 1.5 man crew, because I'm in here with the babies and things like that. So it's gonna take time. It's not an overnight fix. And yeah, so when I started the YouTube channel, we lived in a house, so I don't have many. I don't know if I have any off-gridders that follow me. Homesteaders, yeah, but off-gridders, I don't think so. It's a different kind of life. Like, there's composting. You have to compost. I got a lot of, ew, that's disgusting. And when I first watched other homesteading channels, I was like, oh, that's gotta stink. It's gotta be nasty. But it really doesn't. If you do it right, your composting toilet does not stink. And you can compost it, which we're doing in a big compost bin.
She still stuck with this.
Oh, it's okay. Just make sure she don't rip it. She can look at it. Oh yeah, not the stickers. Dad don't want those. Take the stickers and put the stickers up here. I can't remember what I was saying. Oh, the composting bin. It doesn't stink at all. Like, at all. If you do it right and you learn how to do it, it's not going to stink. And we're not going to use that compost in our food garden. We're trying to use it for, we're not trying to use it. We're making the compost for better soil because we're out here in the desert. The soil's not that good. It's desert soil. It's like clay and sand. So we're using that. We did a test area and we actually grew a little tiny patch of grass. So it worked. So we're with it, along with chicken poop and stuff like that. Like with chicken poop and animal poop, you can amend it and use it in your gardens. But for our poop that we compost, we're not going to eat our crap in our garden. That's gross. So I know some people do, but that's just something that I choose not to do. We choose not to do for our home, for our off-grid homestead. And some people do. And they're like, what's the difference from eating cow poop? Using not eating cow poop, but using cow poop as manure, but or your own. That's not for us. We'll use our animal compost for our compost, for fertilizer, whatever. But for ours, for grass, for trees that are not going to produce food for us to eat, things to make the soil better so we can grow trees and grass. And it's not an overnight process. It's going to take some time. It takes years to make even compost itself. So there's a lot of things that come along with this, and it does sound really ratchet if it's something that you're not interested in. Like for me, it was about a year or two of watching these channels, and I was like, it sounds like something I really want to do with the kids. And I mentioned it to Chris, and he got on the board with it, which is something he's always wanted to do, according to him, I guess. I don't know, but it is hard. So many people don't understand the lifestyle, and I know a lot of my followers, some people are interested, some people like to watch the shit show because I guess they don't have a life of their own. She's freaking got the stool so close to me. Keeps like putting the feet of the stool on my heels and she's pinching them down. Yeah, but anyways, I know a lot of you guys are not, many people are not educated on the whole process of what it takes to live off grid. So most of that stuff will be on the other channel, as in building. A lot of people were not interested on the building on my end, and then a lot of the guys that would find the building on my end, on this channel that I've had for over 5 years now, they would see things like this and I'm like, I don't want to hear no chick talk, so they would go. So the other channels strictly focusing on, we'll talk about how we're caring for our animals, how we're building, why we're building this way. And then on this channel, it's going to stay the same. I'm going to talk to you guys about things, show you guys what I'm doing as adjusting to living off of grid. Don't care about that phone. Stupid phone number. Anyways, yeah, my channel's not going to change. I'll still share cooking and canning and things like that, and what I'm learning and what I've learned. I feel like I had a really successful year of canning last year, and I hope to even get more and more comfortable with canning and sharing with you guys. I'm comfortable with water bathing, like 100% comfortable with water bathing, and I'm getting there with pressure canning. I got this electric canner that I'm really comfortable with, but I don't have to do anything with it. Lemon, leave her alone. Anyways, what I'm going to do today with the kids is get these bags off of the counter. We bought these during Thanksgiving, so they're turkey bags, but we're not going to make turkeys. Instead of the feathers right here, we're going to use hearts, and we're going to make little love bags. So that's what we're gonna do today and get these off the counter because I got a lot of crap in here that I'm trying to just get rid of. And the kids have been seeing it and want this. Here, Arabella bent this a little bit.
That's okay. Where's the instructions?
It's over there. They were over there still. Which means they're right here. Well, right by Arabella.
These are just stickers.
So Chris was out there
cool.
doing an unboxing on this right here. We'll share this on the channel. A lot of the sponsors are coming to on this channel because of the following base, and I really think that you guys would be interested in something like this because, like,
these are good for anything.
yeah,
That's not just.
we'll save it for that
off-grid.
video.
Yeah.
But you can, like I was saying, you can run big areas with this one battery bank.
And it's expandable,
Yeah.
Mama.
So we'll go with that on another channel on what that is because he has to hook it up still and we don't have any solar. But he is charging it right now.
Can charge at 80%.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
So he'll go over that one. He's charging it inside the trailer right now, running off the generator because we have no solar. Because we have solar, but not a lot of solar right now. We don't want to waste it. We don't want to drain our batteries. And we're not going to be taking on any more battery sponsorships because you can't really do a lot with one battery. You need a lot, like
Minimum 2 to 4.
yeah, batteries.
Of the same size and brand.
And we're only getting sent one at a time by all these different companies, and it's not working. So, I think we're going about this in a different way, depending on how this battery bank works, which is really cool. So we'll see how that goes. I think it would be not only more cheaper, but more less space because you don't need like 500 batteries, and easier to charge. So we'll see how that goes. I'll let him talk about that stuff. Anyways, he's got to go to town today and get more things for the goats, which again we'll talk about on the other channel. Of course, I'll share with you guys on what I'm doing when I go out there to feed them and clean them like I do the chicken coop. And what in the heck?
It did that yesterday.
The battery just died? Do you have the small generator going? Oh, that thing killed it.
This thing below the circuit?
It's a learning process. It seems we just blow a circuit or something. Charging this big ass battery.
Mommy, Mom.
What?
Mommy.
Yeah, I know the TV's off for you. I want you to pull on it.
Mommy. What's still?
You want to turn the TV on for me, Ben?
Yeah.
Thank you, beautiful. Anyways, he's got to go into town, and why are the lights on up here? What the heck?
What do you mean?
All the lights turned on. I told them on.
Why?
What is that?
Why are you turning on the lights? You don't do that.
Who did that?
Then you turn on all the lights of the dang trailer. He's got to go into town and stuff, and yeah. I can't really focus too much crap's going on, and I got kids in my butt right now wanting to do this. Love bag. So this is the big old bank that we're trying to charge right now. He just has it hooked up to the thingy. This Votman V
How's it back on? Yep. It
Tomin.
popped the circuit on that generator.
Did it hit the big generator?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So would we charge it out there directly on the generator?
I'm gonna have to.
So it says on the pamphlet that it only takes like an hour and I have to charge this big old brick, and it came 80% charge, which is really cool. But
So-
this is the big bad boy that can run large freaking areas. And if that's the case, how could it go away? If that's the case, I wonder if we could get one. I don't wonder. We could probably get one of these and run an actual refrigerator off of it.
Yeah, this will run a refrigerator. And it's expandable. But now I gotta figure out.
This is a huge game changer because if that can run a refrigerator, we can actually get a regular refrigerator rather than a propane run refrigerator. Yeah, we'll have to keep you guys updated on that.
That generator, I just looked at it, it's a max 20 amps across the circuit. So we were pulling too many amps. I gotta see what the amperage this thing pulls. And that's why it popped. We had the TVs on, the refrigerator. Then I plugged this thing in.
And it said nope.
As well as the charging system for the trailer. So instead of popping this circuit, it popped the circuit on a 3,500 watt generator, 3,750 watt generator. That's
But we have the solar panels to charge
Yes.
and run this.
Yep.
But we don't have the sun right now, and we want to get that up and going because that's
But that's
really
okay
cool.
because I could even plug this into the orange generator.
Oh my goodness, it's an abandoned baby. Abandoned ship. Come here. Tell me who's a baby.
I
dropped the pool.
You got a lot of red hearts. You're going to have a really big love bag. What? Did you lose your scissors too?
I had blue sizzles. Peanut had green ones. So that means Peanut's blue sizzles used to be mine.
A pumpkin game.
Okay, so now we're going to go do water. I have Miss Ollie right here all bundled up. And I'm going to put this jacket over the both of us. It's really not that cold today. It looks really gloomy and gray. It's supposed to start snowing tomorrow for like 2 hours, 3 hours. So, yeah, it's a little bit gloomy. And the snow's not even going to be a good snowfall. It's just going to turn into mud. So, which is okay. I don't know if you guys remember last year when there was a lot of snow melt. I'll go outside and talk to you guys. Killing slurping your cereal. It's driving me crazy. Talk about making me want to gouge my eyeballs out. I hate slurping. People chewing with their mouth open. But, can't even think what I was talking about because I'm so distracted. That's like a pet peeve is slurping your food and chewing with your mouth open. Disgusting. But it's supposed to be muddy, but I don't know if you guys are not muddy. I don't know if you guys remember last year when there was a lot of like snowfall and then it would melt into the ground or whatever. Our well water would be really sedimenty. So hopefully it's not like that this year because we use our well a lot. And the more you use it, the more clear it gets type thing. But we haven't had any issues with the well water coming out really brown, like sedimenty. So, and it's okay if that happens, but it's really annoying. And it takes a lot of filters to clean it out. So anyways, let's go do some water. As you can hear, we have the big generator going in the background. That little generator is so much more fuel sufficient or whatever, but it keeps going out. I think it's because it's being used a lot right now. It needs like a new filter, air filter or whatever. Anyways, that's how I'm gonna keep us warm, her warm. And I could put her in the stroller, but I found this thing and I like this thing right for the little babies. I don't do wraps. Wrapping those things, using the wraps, my phone just attached to stupid CarPlay in there. Using the wraps make me want to just have a crybaby rage fit. You know when kids can't put their shoes on right? Well, I can't put those stupid wraps on right. So I like to use this. And then my Ergo I had since Hunter was a baby, I left it out in the sun last year and it got trashed. So that was really sucky because I had that Ergo for so long. So now I need to buy a new one. So those are pretty expensive, but they're worth the money. Anyways, I like this little cheap one for little babies from Target. I think it's like $35. With inflammation, it's probably like $500 now. Just kidding. Oh, motherfucker. Took over a dog bowl. Look at Elka's earrings. Elka, you want some of this? You want some of this water? You want some of this water, Elka? Last year in the summertime, she'd hate it because I would squirt her with the hose. And she hates being squirted with the hose. So every time she'd come near the water so she won't drink out of the buckets, I'd get her wet. And she doesn't like that. So now every time I start the generator, her ears go down. She's like, oh no. She's gonna squirt me. But obviously I'm not gonna squirt her because then I'll have to deal with the muddy trailers. Don't want to deal with that. But look at our water. I'm trying to talk louder because last time I vlogged with the generator going, I think Killian's hands are cold. You could barely hear me. So look how clear the water is. That's what I wanted to say, guys. The water is still clear, which is really cool. I like that. Killian, are your hands cold? Is the water colder than shat? So now what I'm gonna do is move these solar panels. These are all solar panels right here underneath this tarp. With the boys' help, you can see those are all large solar panels. I'm gonna move those with the boys' help back over here behind the tool shed. So they're not right here, like they're just like right there. So put it back over there so I don't have to look at this big covered block every day. So now what I'm gonna do is grow up these huge, very large chicken breasts for the next 3 days so we can use this as lunch meat. It's healthier than buying that processed lunch meat, so I figure we're gonna start doing chicken breasts and eat these for snacks and just have the fresh meat on hand.
February 13th at 6 p.m.
Eat this.
It's a chicken buffet.
Yeah.
Chickens are hungry. You wanna eat it for you, Piper?
Yeah.
Okay, eat it. I didn't think so. So for tonight for dinner, I'm doing chicken and dumplings. We're using some of the chicken breasts in here. This was actually a batch of chicken breasts I did the other day. We only keep the chicken breasts in the fridge 3 days max, and then we cook up more. Doing the dumplings, this was a really good, easy, yummy meal. I hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog. Do catch us along. We will introduce our goats to you guys, and I hope you guys have a safe, blessed rest of your week. Also, don't forget to check and follow us on our other channel where we will be doing more explaining and kind of take you along with what we are learning as we learn. So anyways, hope you guys have a great rest of your day.